Hi there. So, yeah, that seems pretty silly, as long as 5 minutes. Well, I'm a tea drinker. I get my caffeine in the form of tea. And unlike many Americans, I know how to make a proper cup of tea. A proper cup of tea is first off brewed using loose tea leaves. And you're supposed to brew it in boiling hot water for about 5 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes. Now, what always happens is I don't have the patience to stand around and wait 5 minutes for my tea to brew. I always have something else going on. So I wander off and start doing something while my tea is brewing for 5 minutes. Half an hour later, I've forgotten about it, and I come back and I have an overbrewed cup of tea, and that just tastes like an overbrewed cup of tea. Burnt cannons, it's awful. You don't want to drink it. So that's what I mean by how long is 5 minutes. Do you think that you can go off, and do you think you can just sit somewhere and say, yes, it's been 5 minutes, 5 minutes has gone by. And if you think you could do that, do you think you could do it while you're doing something else? So it's
like
program.
giving a lightning talk?
Like giving a lightning talk, yeah. You'll notice that I'm cheating. Now, when I realized I don't know how long 5 minutes is, and after enough spoiled cups of tea, I started using a kitchen timer. Simple, stupid kitchen timer. To figure out how long 5 minutes is. I set it for 5 minutes, I put the hot water in, I walk away, 5 minutes comes up and I've forgotten, it goes beep, 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 beep in a really, really annoying way. And now I know. Now I'm starting to train myself. Because there's no way I'm going to know how long 5 minutes is by not knowing how long 5 minutes is over and over again. I can't learn by doing it wrong over and over again. I've got to learn from my failure. So this gives me negative feedback. You know, you're wrong, smack. It's a smack in the ears. It's such an annoying sound. On what I'm doing wrong. And after a little while, I'll train myself as to know more how long 5 minutes is. Now, why is this useful? You might say, I don't drink tea. I have a coffee maker. Or I drink green tea and I can leave it in all day. It's important because if you don't know how long 5 minutes is, and you don't know what you can do in 5 minutes, how do you know how long a half an hour is? Or an hour, or 8 hours, or a week? How do you know how long or how much you can do in a day? Now this comes down to, how can I estimate how much I can do in a day? Well, we're really bad at that. So the way you do that is you establish a feedback loop so that you're correcting your bad behavior. And a simple way to do that is to, well, you can start drinking tea and start it down easy at 5 minutes. Unfortunately, I have now run out of material. And there's time up. So, remember how I said that it's 4 to 5 minutes? Yeah, well, let's call it 4. I don't have to practice making tea in order to get the time right. The timer does tell me. So that's 4 minutes up. That's about long enough for a rush cup of tea. So I can pull this out and have a nice cup of tea. Thank you. Oh, it's awful because I use cold water. Yeah. Movie magic! All right.